So here we are with the door all done, happy. It's been curing now for at least 2 days. Full 2 nights. This is next. It is a fiberglass bonnet. I'll come back to that, just give me a second. And it is looking sorry for itself. It's gonna be such a pain in the ass painting one panel all the time, but needs must. Now this is a package that has been in my house for at least 2 years. I've never even opened it, so for all I know, that could be completely, utterly not what I wanted in here. I think so, but you never know. But the tape is so old. I probably could open it by hand. That said, so that weak. Oh my god. So many layers. Oh. I swear to God. I can't even feel it. Right, there it is. Oh, already I can see it's what I wanted. Awesome. Just need to figure out how to get it out. You think I put... Right, I'm going to put the camera down. Jesus. Okay. With compliments. Big compliment considering this is not even an escort park. That is a clear, as you can see by the colour difference, there is none. That's a clear door. Why does that not look like the actual driver's side? Oh god. Near side. I already have one of these and I don't know if it's the near side or not. Okay, so here we are, feet dogs. Oh no. Well, that was a waste of 30 quid. I already had a near side. So basically, I went to buy the one out the back then the other day when I was in, when I went to Donington Park, and I had this already. Like I said, it's been in my garage for 2 years. I needed the driver's side one, and now I'm building the door back up. I thought now's the time to dig it out. So this is the one that I've already got. As you can see, brown. I hate the bronze tint. Hate it. Just makes me feel claustrophobic and a bit shit, really. I want it clear. Clear is quite rare. You can't really find them that often. I think they were on Mark IIs more than anything, or really Mark IIIs. I thought I found what I needed. And what I needed was a bloody driver's side. Not a passenger side. Oh well, I'll have to put it back together as is and just come back to it in a later date. That's annoying. Right, so here we are. Doors out in the sunshine, so I can see exactly what I'm doing. Minor blemish, but there, look. It's kind of refracting the light a bit funny. But that'll be so low down, you'll never see it. Wet sand. That's what's happening today. And then, once I've polished it to a reasonable standard, I'm going to put it on the car. Now I know, you're thinking, what an ass backwards way to spray a car. But as you can see, the green goddess has been in here since 1975. Not really. And I don't have anywhere to store it, to paint it. I got my own garages, yes, over where I keep my GTO, but they're tiny. They were built in the 50s. They're not made for modern cars, not even Capris. So the Capri barely fit in there anyway. So I can't spray a car in a crappy little garage that I got no power. So obviously the car itself is just going to be done when I've got a more suitable setup. Probably a gazebo of some sort, or like a tent, not tent, like a garage porta cabin. You know what I mean? Just a portable garage thing. But before that happens, I need to sort the sunroof because I'm not having this scratching going on when the bloody paint is done. Bonnet is obviously going in the bin. Wings already done. Doors now done. I shot them together. It's just annoying because when I come to actually paint the car now, I'm going to have to take the wing off, the door off, both sides, glass out, and then just to paint panels like this. I could do it up to there without doing the roof, and then just do the rest of the panel all in one go. But to get the door shuts done, you know what I'm saying? So it's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. At the minute, I need my door back on. I'm sick of how vulnerable the car is. So today, a bit of wet sanding. Okay, so that's 800 D-nib, 1200, 15 and 2000 grit. And it's quite smooth. Yeah, it's quite nice. There's loads of the artifact in. Loads and loads of it. Really need to put up a dust sheet next time. Okay, on to compound. Okay, so I got the door on. Try to get my Mrs. 12, but in the end I just done it myself. Put a bit of a bubble wrap in the gap there so I didn't knock it. It's gone on nice. Problem I got is my machine polisher is just utterly packed in. It's just not doing a bloody thing. The bushes are gone. And that is just chewed. I don't even know how to go about that. So now I'm in a bit of a state. It's on. It hasn't been polished, obviously. It's been flatted back. It's quite smooth, actually. I'm quite happy with how smooth it is. It just needs polishing now. I never actually wetted back the wing, so that itself is a little bit orange peely. But it's on. I'm quite happy with the shut lines. It's gone on nice. It needs to come up a smidge there. It's not dead in line, but it's a little bit hard to do on your own. So I don't mind waiting to do that. And then see, it's a bit off there. So this just needs to go down and then up on the back, just to line up. See, it did catch it when I was trying it the other day before I painted it. So my wing needs a bit of a touch up now, which is annoying. I'm quite happy. I really am quite happy. It's come out quite nice. Would have been nice if I'd done the inside, but I started painting the top first, so I didn't want to turn it over at that point, did I? You'll never see it. I did the door shuts and stuff, you know, which is the important part. It's just gone on nice. I'm happy. Need to do the pillar now, the post, before moving on to fitting the glass and that. I just got to paint them black as they were. And then I can fit the glass. Annoyingly, I'm going to have to fit the brown tint glass because of the moronic step I took earlier that I told you about. In other news, that's old suspension off the Fiesta. The coilovers were in the middle of going on until I realised that. Now, I don't know how clued up you are on Fiestas, but these hubs on earlier ones, this is an earlier car, being pre-93, that circle is about 43mm, and the later ones, the hubs are 45mm. So they don't bloody fit, do they? Even though the car I bought them off, Oh, like, it's not a problem with the guy at all. He either didn't know or forgot to mention. Either way, I didn't ask. So these are 3.5 hubs, and the shocks fit straight in. And then when you come over to a Mark 3 hub, no chance of them fitting in. People have tried in the past. Who am I to even attempt to outdo them? They just won't go in. You can whack the shit out of them, but then you're just creating problems. And I don't like the hub design on the Mark 3s. They're just crap. Like that one there is kind of coming through. Both those hubs have failed several times. So now it's a case of replace the hubs as well. But then the other hurdle is that they don't use the same drive shafts either, so I've had to get 3.5 drive shafts as well. That one's a little worse for wear. The droop just kind of exploded on it. I'm hoping I can peel off the spider. I think there's a circlipper there. Yeah, I can see it. Just about. I'd like to be able to get the circlip off, and then I should be able to dip it in there. I should be able to just swap a boot over that I've already got. I currently have 3 sets of drive shafts at this point. I had a set when I bought the replacement engine, which came with a gearbox. Yeah, I can see the join just there. So I'll squeeze that and knock that off, put a new boot on it, or at least a replacement boot. And then I can, I did get a boot for my Focus. I doubt that's the same though. That's a bit bigger, isn't it? I don't know. Gulfs it. No bother. I'll just use a boot off a spare drive shaft, which is, there's one. God, such a messy bastard, aren't I? This Capri's just become a bloody dumping ground. A shadow of its former self. Yeah. It's a bit old, but that should do. Maybe I should do that side. That's a bit twisted. I'll get it off. But the other problem is that I have a serious wobble when I'm driving. When I accelerate, now bear in mind, I had a rolling road. It's 57 horsepower, so it's not going to do much, but it did enough. It wobbles like absolute fuck, and it's really off-putting. Not only is it uncomfortable, it just makes you feel like something's going to blow up. I've changed it so much, and let me just get a crowbar a minute. So if I lever the bushes, like I am pushing on that, and there is so little give. Hold on a minute. That is not encouraging, is it? Why is it steel? Right, have I just accidentally come up with why I get the wobble? Try not to rest my arms on anything so I don't wobble the camera as I'm doing it. It might be because the arm is fully drooped. Yeah. Do you know what? Changing the lower arms is far more. Basically, I was going to say that it was the diff at fault. It makes sense that if the diff wobbles the way it does, in my head, it would create power to have a wobble. Size nice stone. Jeepers. Yeah. Oh god, that's a bit mucky. Day ruined. So I kind of blame the diff, but it's a lot harder to take a box out than to replace a bunch of lower arms. I did replace the ball joint at the bottom, but now I'm wondering if it's just that bush. Like, worn out bottom arms can cause waywardness. Maybe I need to like laterally test movement. She doesn't really move, that's the thing. I don't know. It's a 31,000 mile car. I know they're the original arms, but unless they're perished to shit, which they don't, I mean, it's no spring chicken, but it's not like hanging out, is it? But now I can see that metal. Yeah, I think I'll just replace the lower arms, which means I'm not going to take the gearbox out now. I'll just stabilise the camera a bit without touching. See, there's no give. Not really. It's just up and down, really. But they're meant to go up and down, aren't they? Okay, I'll leave the gearbox in. I'll change the lower arms after the fact, and I'll see if that does it. Right, either way, hubs are going to come off, and so is the drive shaft on both sides, and then new shafts, new hubs, and then the front shocks can go on, and then it'll be on coilovers. This one's on. Get purposeful. Set it quite far up, actually. I'll see how I get on. The idea is low when I go to a show, high when I'm driving it about, because this car is so good on fuel, and I've been so bloody far in it. It's gone everywhere with me. I've done easily 2,000 miles in this, so it's nice to have a car that's comfortable. I don't know how comfortable the coilovers are going to be, but they got to be better than those bloody shocks. This one had exploded. There's oil everywhere, like on the brake line there. I haven't put this one on yet because the top mount was rotten through, so it needed a new one. I've been making runs back and forth to Uncle Alan. Can't really do much with the door because I need to polish it before I put the handle on. So I'm probably just going to crack on with the Fiesta, get that back on the road.